Hello, my dear Zoom and Facebook friends. How are you tonight? My name is Elena Anguita, and I'm the author of a book called Spread Thanks, Create Miracles Through the Power of Ink. And I'm also the founder of the movement by the very same name, Spread Thanks. And it's all about the practice that I've been doing for over 5 years of writing a thank you note every day to a real person. And it's a practice that has so completely changed my life for the better. I want to bring it to all of you through the book, or through conversation, and through Facebook Lives, and through my 21-day gratitude challenge, which you are part of. And I thank you so much for that. So today, May 5th, is a very special day for many reasons. Well, first and foremost, it's Cinco de Mayo, so I try to wear something a little festive today for Cinco de Mayo. And so I have a little bottle of tequila here to commemorate the holiday. You may notice it's empty, which is super, super sad. And I don't know about you, but is it just me, or are we drinking a little more these days? But anyway, here's my little bottle of empty tequila. And it made me think, it made me realize, wow, what a difference a year can make, right? To think back, last year, Cinco de Mayo was a Saturday. Friends of mine had a party. We were all gathered together in a large group, enjoying margaritas and Mexican food. And certainly Cinco de Mayo is a big celebration for people. Well, not really this year, right? Things are super different. But by all means, if you want to have a margarita while we have a little chat tonight, feel free. That'd be awesome. I wish I could join you. But anyway, so Cinco de Mayo. Today is also special because I may have mentioned that I participated in a PBS show. I was interviewed a few weeks ago, and the name of the show is Counterculture. Well, the show aired tonight on PBS 39. So we will share the link so you could watch it online. But if you do get PBS 39, which I think is in Allentown and Bethlehem, the Lehigh Valley, you can certainly watch it. So that's super exciting. But the third reason why this day is special for me is the wrap up of the 21-day gratitude challenge. So I can't believe the 21 days, actually it was 28 days since the launch, have elapsed. And it's so strange, this pandemic, time seems to drag on some end, but actually go really quickly on the other. So this is, we're kind of wrapping things up. So I'm here to ask you, so where are we right now? Where are you right now related to this practice? And I would love for you to share in the chat box how you feel. How did it go? Is this something that hopefully you've embedded in your practice? Or it would be my wish that you continue. So you may want to share that with me. And how did it make you feel? And has it been able to help you be in a state of gratitude and dispel some of the fear surrounding this event that we're all going through together? Please share your comments with me. And by all means, if you have any questions, put them in the Q&A box, and we will certainly review all your comments and questions at the end of the day, the session. So let me tell you, I did a little, retrospective from last week. I want to share with you the things that I was grateful for last week. And remember, as I mentioned last week, some of them are small, because the key is to be grateful for the small things, not just the large things. And I have my little trusty list. First and foremost, I was grateful for the weather we had last weekend. It was absolutely gorgeous in northeastern Pennsylvania. It was the final push to make us feel that spring was here, and certainly summer was around the corner. And to be able to open windows and get fresh air, or go outside and breathe the beautiful air and the sunny skies, just made me immensely grateful. Secondly, I was grateful that people were asking for my cake recipe last week. And so that gave me some joy. But I have to warn you, in the recipe, it calls for margarine in the frosting. No, butter, always butter. Butter is always better. So anyway, just remember that, use butter. But it's a great cake recipe. I hope you will keep it in your files as well. Thirdly, I'm grateful for you, for all of you who joined me tonight and definitely join me on this 21-day practice. Your support means the world to me, and I'm immensely grateful for you. Just know that. So thank you for that. And the other thing, and this is a small thing, but it was somewhat impactful to me. I noticed a Netflix documentary on COVID-19. So I recommend it if you haven't seen it, but it came into my feed and I was called to watch it. It was only 30 minutes long. And I can't tell you that I gleaned any major aha from it. The information I kind of had heard or had known, there's so much information flying around, but it put it in perspective for me. And I believe I needed that perspective. So first and foremost, according to the documentary, nobody ate a bat. I heard that rumor. Nobody ate a bat. However, the virus probably did go from a bat to an animal that a human ate. So that's how this started, according to the documentary. Also, it talked about some other pandemics that we have suffered as a humanity, some of them with much higher mortality rates, like the bubonic plague or the Spanish flu. But this particular virus is tricky because it has that sweet spot of being highly contagious, but the mortality rate is like 3% versus 50%, where if you kill your host, the virus itself dies. So I thought that was quite interesting. But I guess what I really liked about the documentary was that it ended on a positive note. It ended on the historically, humanity has always been able to beat these viruses, whatever they were. We would find a cure, we would find something to win over the virus. And the same will happen now, given the time and given the fact that we're all working together and collaborating to find a medicine to stamp out the symptoms or cause people not to perish, or to find a vaccine. And I believe we will. So I guess I needed the positivity, and I got the positive message from that documentary. And speaking of positivity, I want to share something a friend of mine said last week that resonated so strongly for me that I actually wrote it down. Let me share it with you, but I think it's so wise. It's very profound. And it's as follows. The only way for moving forward to work from this pandemic, this experience, is for us to have a reckoning that life was fundamentally wrong the way it was. And when I think back, there's great truth in that. I know I was going 10,000 miles a minute. I never had, trying to find that I was probably going too fast. Or I remember going into restaurants and seeing families sitting together, dining, but nobody was talking. Everybody was checking devices. So we were disconnecting as a society. And I loved what my friend said because it gives me the vision of being able together to build our new normal. What an opportunity that is to appreciate things that we took for granted. I certainly took for granted going to a restaurant or meeting friends. Well, guess what? I will never take that for granted again. So I love the idea of building a new normal and making it better, making it one where we work together. And I think that's the key. I think we need to work together to do this. I'm not crazy about the stories of people hoarding stuff like toilet paper. And for the life of me, I cannot find liquid soap these days. But wherever I go, they sold out. So why don't we just do this together? Why don't we find the spirit of cooperation as a humanity and work together and help one another? We all have gifts. I know we do. You may not think you have gifts. You have amazing gifts. And I think you have to call them to bear and see how you might be able to help others through this, because we're in this together as a globe, not just as a country. We're in this together. So I'm thinking, what are some of my gifts? To give you an example. Well, I'm really positive. I'm blessed with positivity. I always see the glass as half full. That's a pretty good gift, and I'm grateful for it. I also love to laugh. I laugh at adversity sometimes, and I think that's a very strong tool in my arsenal to get through some things that are really challenging. Who knows, maybe you have a great sense of humor that you can share with your friends. Who knows, maybe you have a musical talent. A friend of mine, Tony, was on Facebook this weekend, and he was singing, playing the guitar and singing beautiful music and accepting people's requests. It was fabulous. So whatever gift you have, think about it and share it. Some of the gifts I hope we can dust off and certainly put to bear would be things like kindness. I think we need to be kind. Patience, which I don't have a whole lot of, but we have to continue to be patient. I know we're running out of patience right now, but let's be patient. And certainly let's work together and try to be positive. So those are some of the messages I felt I wanted to share with you as my lovely group. So where do we go from here? So we've kind of reached the end of the 21-day or 28-day journey. What are the next steps? Well, I certainly want to stay in touch with you. I hope you're not seeing this as, okay, this is done, I'm done with this. Good. I hope that in whatever way you can incorporate gratitude, whether you do it every day, once a week, once a month, what have you, but be appreciative of the goodness in our lives and the good people in our lives. And you can do that if, and we're going to include the link in the Facebook chat or the Zoom chat, where you can connect with me and pull a chapter from my book and read it. And that might give you some ideas or give you some more insight into why I'm doing this. So please feel free to do that. Please connect with me. And I would encourage you to think about your own gratitude group that you can form with your friends. Maybe you want to get your friends to do this and you can connect once a week and say, hey, how's this working for you, and help yourself through it. So think about ways that we can continue this wonderful practice. And I am thinking about doing another gratitude challenge sometime in the future because people have asked me to do that, which thrills me, of course. So more to follow when the time is right. All right, my dear friends, this was my message for tonight, and I would love to see what comments we may have or any questions you may have for me. So if I can ask my friend Stephanie to help with that, that would be great.
Sure. Simone said that she just saw the interview online and that it was great.
Oh, thank you, Simone. I've had a few friends text me that they saw it. I don't think it's available in my affiliate PBS, but I'll look for it. But thank you, Simone. I'm eager to see it myself. Thanks. My friend from Canada. Yay, we're international tonight.
Jennifer said it's been an amazing 4 weeks. She said, you're right. I feel happier and much more focused. Thanks for your persistence and for your unending patience.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Jennifer, for giving us a chance. It gives me joy.
And then Andrea said, this has been so helpful in such a challenging time.
Yes, this is a real challenging time. And I have no crystal ball to know when this is going to be behind us. We are definitely still living through the experience of it. So I urge you to be patient with it and again, to do this together.
We do have a couple of questions.
Sure.
The first one is, do you think this practice will help with anxiety of getting back to work?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. That's interesting that anxiety is going from being cooped in the house, right? And now it's just going back and how to reopen society and doing it very carefully. Definitely gratitude for your job, for your coworkers, and gratitude for yourself to continue to do it safely. I think we will have many, many guidelines as to do this, opening up slowly rather than quickly. That was a great question. Thank you.
The next question is, how can we reach out to you to learn more?
Oh, well, find me on social media. Please download that chapter and we will be connected. And feel free, whatever social media, whether it's Facebook or um, I can even give you my email address. I really would love to create a community of gratitude gurus. We're all going to be gratitude gurus with this. So absolutely, let's connect and let's stay in touch. Any other comments or questions?
Nope, that is it for tonight so far.
Well, thank you, thank you, thank you, my dear friends. This has been such an honor and a pleasure to help you through this journey. I've had immense fun through these Zoom sessions, and typically my friends know I find Facebook Live a little difficult because you're kind of talking to yourself, it feels like, but you've been so interactive with me and it's been joyous. So thank you so much. Let's continue this conversation. Let's stay in touch. Please connect with me and I send you much, much love and gratitude. Thank you. Bye now.